Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ella Johnson Show. I am so very excited to be here tonight and with my friend Deanna King. Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Say hi. Say hello, everybody, Deanna. Yay.
Hi, everybody.
Yes. Well, as you know, this is an update for tonight for our homecoming reunion. And who better to bring along other than a classmate? And hi to her mom. Hi, Mrs. King. How are you? If you're watching. But listen, we are just she's in there. We're so excited, guys, because the purpose of tonight's broadcast is to bring you all the updates that you're going to need for the homecoming reunion weekend. Now, yes, you're all going to get an itinerary. You're going to probably get more emails from me up until that day. But for tonight, we want to make sure that we address some of your major concerns. Right, Deanna?
Correct.
So what I want you guys to do, all of you who are watching, please do me a favor and share this broadcast right now, because we want to make sure that all of you are showing this broadcast on your page so that all of the classmates are able to see it, even the ones who may or may not have RSVP'd. So while you guys do that, we're going to take a quick break. And after this short video, we'll be right back. All right, don't go anywhere. We're coming back, but I want you guys to share the broadcast. We'll be back. It's time for the Ella Johnson Show. I'm so excited that you've taken time out to tune in to the Ella Johnson Show. I hope you enjoy the broadcast. So sit back, relax, and I'll see you at the end of the show. You know, one day someone asked me, Ella, why do you do talk shows? Like, why is this so important to you? I said, because I want people to know that God does use us. Because sometimes things don't happen to you. They happen through you. And now it's time for the Ella Johnson Show, where we set the table for real talk conversations. So stay tuned. It's all coming up next. The Ella Johnson Show. All right, guys, and we're back again. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Ella Johnson Show. Now, some of you may be watching from YouTube. Thank you so much. Again, share the broadcast. And if you're watching us from YouTube, we appreciate you as well. Now, since you're already there, do me a favor and just subscribe to my channel. It's just that easy, so that you can always be able to watch the Ella Johnson Show. But Deanna, welcome to the Ella Johnson Show. How are you this evening?
I'm good. I just did yoga and still a little sweaty.
Oh, yoga. Yes, I'm going to do that too. Not. Listen, guys, we're just excited. Class of 88. We want you to make sure you tune in tonight. Some of you may watch this after the broadcast is already aired live. That's awesome. But if after this broadcast you realize that we may or may not have answered some of your questions, by all means, please send me a text message, or anyone that's in the committee. Now, let me tell you guys who all is in the committee and responsible for this year's homecoming reunion. You have Chris English. Y'all know Christopher. He's in the band, but he is the one leading this team. He's our president for this committee. Then you have Terry Cunningham. Y'all remember Crazy Terry? Yes, she's also a part of this committee. Fifi Grace is a part of this committee. Angela Clausdale, Sandy Chandler, and yours truly. Yes. And of course, they gave me the job of communications. So, I love to talk. So who better to do that than me, right? Well, listen, guys, we are going to be quick tonight because we realize that some of you are probably home. You're trying to get your kids taken care of and you're trying to eat and everything, but we want to make sure that we don't miss out on anything. Right, Deanna?
Correct.
Now, if we have some classmates or anyone who wants to come on the broadcast, this is what I have for you. I have the link right here. You'll see it now on the screen. I just shared it with you. If you would like to come on the broadcast because you have something to say, you want to give a shout out to someone, or you just want to be a part of this with us, I am inviting any of you, anyone who wants to come on the show tonight so you can be a part of the broadcast. Yeah, isn't that fun? All right, guys, so we're going to get started with every single thing. Now, what is one of the most important things that you need to know about this event? Make sure you are RSVP'd and make sure you have paid. That is the most important thing. Now, I can't stress to you enough. We have a huge class coming this. I mean, I was just talking to Deanna about it. We have at least 45 that have RSVP'd times 2 with their guests. So we have quite a few of your classmates are going to be there. You don't want to miss out on this. We have a very diverse group. I am so excited about that. And I want you guys to know that if you would like to leave a message in the comment section, please do that. You might not want to come on the broadcast, so you may just have a question. Put your question right there in the comments so that we can see them. And they'll come up on the screen like this, okay? So if you have any questions, so we want to make this very easy for you guys so that you will know everything, because I don't want anyone to say, I didn't know. I didn't even know about the reunion. No, we don't want that. All right. So the deadline. The deadline to RSVP is October 15th. That's it. We have to cut it off. Let me tell you guys why we have to adhere to this strict deadline, because we have to let the Wind Creek know exactly how many people will be at the reunion. I mean, down to the T, exact number. And if you're not RSVP, if you're not talking to us and you haven't said anything, then you're not going to be on the list and you will not be able to enter the reunion ball. Okay. And we don't want that to happen to anyone. That's why we have done everything, right, Deanna, that we can to let you know exactly what's going on with this reunion so we don't have that. So by October 15th, we need the $125. By October 15th, we need to know that you are RSVP'd so that you are on the list. We need to make sure that if you want an additional shirt, we need all of that by October 15th. So all of these things are very necessary for us to have a seamless reunion, because we like to keep everything professional, right? So that's why a lot of you get reminders from me. You may get a set of, emails until I see that you've paid or whatever the case may be. It's not to be a pain, which I can be that too, but that's not the purpose. The purpose is to make sure that you don't miss out, because sometimes we forget, right? We're getting up there, right, Deanna?
That's right.
Do you ever forget anything?
Everything all the time.
All right. So do y'all have that? Yes. Can we move on to the next thing? Yes. T-shirts. Now, when you RSVP, that's another reason why it's very important for you to click on the link and RSVP, is because one of the questions is your T-shirt size. With your package, you get a T-shirt. Now, we can't just give you any size T-shirt, so we want to make sure that we know what your size is. So those T-shirts. Now, how are we going to get our T-shirts? Glad you asked that question, right, Deanna?
Yeah.
We're going to have the T-shirts with us each day, just in case you show up for the first thing. We'll have your T-shirt. If you show up for the second thing, we'll have your T-shirt. If you show up for the third day only, and you're going to be there that night, we also have time for registration, pick up your T-shirts, souvenirs, name tags, stuff like that. Okay. So we don't know. That sounds fun, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So we are doing everything we can to make sure that we accommodate you guys, because you have elected to be here for this reunion. So we want to make sure that you have fun and that you know everything there is to know. So just make sure that, if you're coming for the tailgate, you want to pick up your shirt. You can see us on Thursday night with the shirt. You can see us at any point. Just to make sure that you communicate with us. Okay. So that's the deal for the T-shirts. Hotel accommodations. Now, we have blocked Wind Creek has blocked off 15 rooms. I know, Deanna, haven't you already?
I have not gotten my room yet. I'm going to do that tonight.
Girl, what you
There's
waiting
only
on?
like 20 rooms in our
We have
block?
like 15. There's like 15 rooms blocked.
Mhm.
People are scheduling their rooms, guys. So once we've met that number, there's nothing else we could do. We only have 15.
I have a question about that.
Yes.
So we can do that online, right? And what do we tell them? Like, we'll just tell them we're MCHS class of 88 and they'll know what we're talking about.
Well, I'm so glad you asked that question because you're such a good question asker. But I'm glad, and that's a very good question that she poses, guys. If you look here at your itinerary that you guys are going to get, you see in the blue box over there, it gives you the information that you need to schedule your room. This is not included in your $125. This is separate, and it's like $159 or $179 per night. So I just want you guys to know you're going to have to call the Wind Creek. I have the phone number on there for you as well, the group name that you need to use so that they'll be able to give you that price. Okay? Is that good?
That's good.
So you need to call afterwards. So you can, because we don't want you sleeping in the lobby. We don't want anybody having to sleep in the lobby. No, we don't want that. So you guys make sure you go ahead and do that. If you plan on staying in, now we have it set up. If you want to stay at the Wind Creek for both Friday and Saturday, that's good. I know a lot of us, myself and Chris, a lot of us, we are staying in Monroeville Thursday and Friday. And then we're going to Atmore to stay Saturday night. So you can do it however you want, because guys, Monroeville has Airbnbs. So if you're coming in town and you don't have family, I would suggest looking online for Airbnbs so that you can reserve your room. I know that a lot of people are going to be home that weekend, so I don't know. So just go ahead and do that. All right. So on the hotel, it's $159, $179 or $179 per night. That is separate from your fees. So you're on your own, but we have set those rooms aside for you. Okay. Y'all got it? All right, let's move on. All right. Another thing I want to talk about the RSVP. I noticed that a lot of you that RSVP'd, you said unsure when it came to the guest. We need to know. So by the end of tonight, or at least by tomorrow, sometime the weekend, please send a message to either myself or anyone on the committee and let them know that you need to either add a guest or take away, whatever the case may be, because that number that we have to give Wind Creek on the 15th has to be solid. We can't change it. All right. So if you know that you really do want to bring a guest, it can be anybody. It doesn't have to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your wife. It could be another classmate. I mean, it could be someone that went to school with us. I mean, that's what I was telling Deanna. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you don't have to just know who it is. But if you would like to have a guest accompany you, that's all on you. So we want to make sure that you understand that part. All right, moving right along. Now let's get into the days, everything that's going to be offered. Like I said, each one of you are going to get this itinerary for the weekend. We outline everything from Thursday until Saturday that you will need to know about what's going on with the event. So each one of you are going to get that. You're going to get an email tonight. Plus, I'm going to put it on the website so that you can see it there as well. Okay. So you guys will have that. So let's break down each day. And then we're going to get out of here. Yes. Okay. Yay. So Thursday, this is going to be, listen, this is the one I can't wait for. On Thursday night, guys, we're going over to Evergreen to Night Seafood Lounge. Now, he is not charging us, to be there, but I think it would be nice if we would at least patronize his business and order, because I know I'm going to eat because I love seafood. So we're going to definitely sit down and eat first. Now, the DJ is going to be there at 9:00, but we're going to be eating at 8 because we don't want the DJ there while we're trying to eat and get our, we're going to need to dance off all that food, right? So he's coming in from 9 to midnight with us, but we're going to get there at 8 so that we can order and eat and sit down and greet each other. And then at 9:00, we're going to dance. Now, guess what's going to be so exciting about that night? I know. Are you excited about that? You're going to
I'm
be there, right,
excited
Deanna?
about that night. Yeah, I'm excited
Yeah.
about all of it. Mhm.
Yeah. We're going to get our dance on. Listen, I don't know. Listen, we're going to do the best we can do. Yes.
Oh,
But
you still got it.
the thing that's great about that night, guys, is it's dress in your 80s attire. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Dress
Huh.
in your 80s attire. I already know who I'm going to dress up as. I already got it. I'm so excited.
What are you
Yes.
gonna are you gonna share it or is it a secret? You're just gonna
I,
surprise us?
I'm just going to surprise you. I'm just going to surprise you. I want to see if y'all get it because it's going to be
Oh,
crazy if I say it and they're like, I didn't get that, Ella. That's not what I gathered. But dress
oh
in your
my
80s attire. You don't have to, guys, but we just want to keep it fun. It's Halloween night. Why not? Right?
oh yeah, that's right.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it's Halloween night. You can
Mhm.
get, you guys need ideas, just Google 80s outfits because that's what I did. You got the punk rock look. We did the leotards, the let's get physical look, the Michael Jackson look. Do you know, Deanna, I actually had a Michael Jackson jacket back in the day.
In high school?
I don't think it was, I think I had it in junior high. I think it was in junior
I don't
high,
have
but
any.
I definitely had one. I was,
Oh
Michael
my
Jackson
god.
was just, I love Michael Jackson. Oh my gosh.
I know,
Couldn't
right?
dance like him, but I did the jacket. But you can do whatever you guys choose to do as far as how you dress up, okay? But let's just keep it fun and interesting. So come in your 80s attire. And that's pretty much that night from 8 to midnight. That's how long we're going to be there with each other. Then everybody's going to go wherever they're sleeping that night and get up the next morning, and we're going to Mrs. Dean's house, Marsha Dean's parents' house in Clausdale. We're going there for breakfast. She accommodated us last year. It was amazing. You want a good country breakfast? What? You're not going to get it from the Huddle House. I can assure you that. Not like you will at Miss Dean's house. So we are so happy that she was able to open that up for us again this year. We had a great time there last year. She opened her home. We sat down, we ate, got full. Then after that, guys, it's sometime between 12 and 2. This is the area that's kind of gray, and that's why you guys got to stay tuned into our updates because right now we know that we are going to be in the parade. Okay. We have a group that's working on that. Daryl and Sandy, they're working on the float for us. We're going to get up on that float and throw candy for the parade, right?
So we need to get a bag of candy if we're going to do that, right? We need to
yeah. We definitely got to get a bag of candy. If you want to
kind of like
ride the
Mardi
float,
Gras.
yeah, if you want to ride the float, definitely bring some candy so you can have some candy to throw. But that's going to be fun. So I'll definitely have to make sure that we keep you guys abreast on the times for that. The reason we don't know the times for that yet is because it hasn't been announced by the association yet. So we got to kind of follow their lead on this to see what times. Typically, the parade starts at like 2. So that's why I said between 12 and 2, we're going to be together somewhere. We just got to figure out where we're going to meet up on the float, get on the float, get in the parade. Then after we're done with the parade, we're going to head over to the high school. That's about 4 o'clock that we want everybody to make it over there. Okay. So
4
that,
o'clock.
4 o'clock at the high school. Now, when you show up at the high school, Deanna, listen, this is real talk. You ain't got to do nothing. You have nothing to do. You don't have to pick up a chair. You don't have to tote anything in. You don't have to put tables, nothing. All you have to do is come, see your classmates, pick up your t-shirt if need be, and sit down and just relax and enjoy each other. The food is going to be catered. All of that's going to be there for us. We're going to have music and we're just going to tailgate. Y'all know what happens at a tailgate, right? We dance. We have fun. We go around and see other classmates that we haven't seen in years. Okay. So that's pretty much Thursday night. Pretty much that's it. Now, I want to go back to Thursday because I want to make sure that everyone understands, even if you did not RSVP, even if you did not pay the $125 for the reunion weekend, you can still come to the party on Halloween because this particular part is something that the committee did for you. We took our own funds and took care of the DJ for that night for you guys so that we can have just another day. You know how when you go to Monroeville and there's nothing to do, right? We wanted to soak up every moment that was possible. So we wanted to do that, for you guys. So even if you have not and you weren't able to do the 125, or maybe you can't come on Saturday night, you could still see us. So come out to Night Seafood Lounge on Thursday night and still have a good time. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys do that. So all the locals, class of 88, we want to see you there. All the locals. Right, Deanna?
That's right.
All right. So once we get to the tailgate, everything is done with the tailgate. That's pretty much it for the tailgate, guys. We're just very self-explanatory. That's it. Then on Saturday, this is where it gets really nice and fun. So on Saturday, we're going to show up at Wind Creek. And from 3 to 5, we have like a hospitality suite that will be set aside for check-in.
Wow.
Okay? Yeah. All of your money. See, I'm telling you guys, we stretch that money for y'all. I'm telling you. So you have a separate room where from 3 to 5, we can come. Some of you may be waiting to check in because check-in isn't until 4. So you may be waiting for that. You may just want to hang out for a minute before you go up to your room. This is where you're going to do that, at the hospitality suite. There'll be signs in the hotel so you'll know exactly where to go. But from 3 to 5, and all that is that you're going to be picking up your souvenirs, your name tag, your T-shirt, say hello to everyone, and then off you go for those of you that are checking in so you can get dressed. Then at 6 o'clock, that is when the doors to the banquet hall will open. No one can get in before then. That is it. Our hours for this reunion ball are 6 to 10. Okay, so we got 4 hours. This is going to be it. Not really, because afterwards we're going to still hang out. Of course. We're not going to bed, right, Deanna? Can you stay up all night? Can you stay up all night like we used to? Yeah?
I mean, if I can sleep the next day.
I know, right?
Right.
So 6 o'clock, the doors open. Now, when you get inside, what is going to take place in there is you will have a cash bar. Okay. That cash bar is for you to go and order whatever drinks you want, alcohol of your choice, whatever the case may be, that they'll have, cocktails. And that's cash bar. That is not included in your $125. No, we're not picking up the tab that night for that.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. And you can't sneak anything in either. Just saying, right? Not that anyone was thinking like that, but just saying. So you're gonna have that. Then of course DJ Skinny is gonna be our DJ for the night. Y'all remember DJ Skinny? And we have a program that's gonna happen. You guys will just see everything that's gonna come with that. It's gonna be great. I promise you. You do not want to miss out on this event that night. I'm telling you, we have a wonderful evening planned for you guys. And that's pretty much it. That is every single day. Now, let me see if there's anything. Oh, there's one thing I did forget. On Saturday morning, we're going to go back to Ms. Dean's house for breakfast again. So on Friday morning and Saturday morning, we're eating breakfast at her house. So you don't have to worry about buying that. You've already paid for it when you paid your $125, okay? We want to make sure that you don't have to spend your money other than for a hotel once you get to Monroe, okay? So make sure you guys know, oh my goodness, I got to go over here to McDonald's and get something to eat because McDonald's is not all that in Monroe anymore. Just saying. You're going to get a country breakfast by someone who absolutely loves this class. Marsha's always been a very big pillar in this particular class and getting everything and trying to get everybody together. She's been doing that since we graduated. So here she is doing even more. So her mom has agreed to feed us. So you have that Friday and Saturday. Now, Sunday morning, you might have to go to McDonald's somewhere. Just saying. Because we're going to be heading back to Atlanta. For me, I'll be heading back to Atlanta and then back to Orlando to finally rest. Right, Deanna?
That's right.
Because we're not resting all weekend. Absolutely not. So let me go over here and see if I have any questions. I think I have a comment over here. Oh, very good question, Tracy. She says, what is the dress attire for Saturday night?
Hey, Tracy.
Tracy, you're a doll because I actually had that right here in my notes. Didn't see it. But anyway, the dress attire is formal / semi-formal. Okay, so come in your formal gowns, or you can have a short dress. It doesn't matter. I
Cocktail
mean, it's not
dress.
cocktail dress, anything that you want that you feel comfortable in. Okay. Yeah, she said, "Hi, Deanna." Thank you, Tracy. That was a great question, my dear. Does
Oh,
anyone else have any questions? Deanna, did we miss anything?
I'm trying to think. I've been listening for a question, but you have been so thorough in telling everybody everything that
Well, I kind of done it a few times. So.
you have. You've been
No.
you've done a great job communicating to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I am so glad and honored with that. I have a lot of support in our committee. Everybody works very hard to get a lot of stuff done. I see Michelle. She has the questions. Can't wait to see everyone. I know, Michelle. Can't wait to see you. I see you on the pics with the babies. I think, are we all like grandmas, or I'm sure I have
I wish
probably
I
more grandkids.
were.
Aw.
Hey, Michelle.
Well, it's so good to see you, Michelle. Michelle, I'm so glad that you RSVP'd, and I can't wait to see you. Because honestly, Deanna, I haven't seen a lot of people since 1988.
You have
Like,
not seen a lot of them?
there are a lot of people I have not seen since, like Michelle. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Jenny since 1988. I am just super excited. You are what? I am excited. I am so hey there, Michelle. I am super excited because I haven't, like I said, a lot of people. I haven't seen Kimberly, Stacy. I would love to see Mary Catherine, the
Oh,
cheerleaders. Y'all know our song, like the cheerleaders were like, we had our own little sorority. And that was just like we even had our own song, Deanna, right?
right.
Yeah, we had our own song. So I miss these girls. They're like my sisters. And so if you guys are watching, make sure thanks, Jenny. I want to say a special thank you to Mrs. Dice too, because I know that she's been helping to get the word out for us, and all of the people that have been passing the word along. Thank you guys. It is definitely showing because we have quite a few that have RSVP for this event. We are very excited. What are you looking forward to the most, Deanna, before we get out of here?
Oh, just seeing everyone and just getting caught up and just making those connections that make you just remind you of childhood and what a great time we had back in the day.
What were your favorites from high school? What were your favorite memories?
My favorite memories, besides skipping school and going to the creek, uh, probably.
Girl, you skipped school? Like I would cry if I missed school.
Well, I did a little bit my senior year, but
Oh
but no,
wow.
probably the all the stuff surrounding football. I was in the band and was a majorette, and so we were at all the games, and just the pride that we had and how well our football team did, how well you cheerleaders did at competition, the band, the majorettes, we all did well at competition. It just made me feel proud, and
Oh yeah.
I felt so blessed to go to a school that had such good programs and did it very well. That was a great thing.
I think people take it for granted because there's nothing in the world like that high school experience, the prom and now I think the kids have just abandoned those traditions and just don't understand and don't respect what the high school Friday night lights was like. That was amazing, right? So I'm excited to go back. Oh, and I'm excited because Leanne, who is the cheerleader coach now at Monroe County High School, is reaching out for all past cheerleaders to come out and do like maybe a cheer with the cheerleaders. What? I was like, girl, you didn't even have to ask me.
Yeah,
I'm in. And Jenny is actually in too. She actually
good.
agreed as well. So we are very excited about that. Now, if they ask me to jump, it's a wrap. I'm not getting up off of the ground, Leanne. Okay.
So you still have
You
your
can
cheerleader
let
uniform.
girl. Now you and what I'm gonna do with it? Put it on like a headband? Because that's
I
about
mean,
I wear it like a headband, but that's not going on this. But think about it, Deanna. We were like pathetic. We were so skinny, like
children. That's
90 pounds, like in high
you
school. I
were.
was. Yes. So But I am so honored. And thank you, Leanne, if you are watching or if you ever get a chance to watch this video, thank you so much for thinking of us and even bringing us from, because we were like 36 years. And what an honor and a blessing to be able to do it. Because cheerleading has always been something that I love to do. And I enjoy the Monroe County High School cheerleaders because when I go back to feed families, when I was going back to Monroe to feed families for Thanksgiving, they always volunteered at my events. So I loved it. I love it and I still do. All right, guys. Does anyone have any questions at all? Let me thumb through. Think really hard, Deanna, to see if we've missed anything. Well, the dress attire and everything else, guys, is just whatever, except for Thursday night. Wear your 80s attire. Friday, we're wearing our t-shirts. Then on Saturday, it's formal. So if you need to start packing, those are the kind of things. Now, I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I know last year it was hot. Yeah. It was hot still. So yeah. But I don't know. So you'll just have to check to see if you need to bring shorts or if you need to bring jeans, whatever. But that's what the attire is for Friday. Now, you don't have to dress up in the 80s attire to be there. It's just something we're doing to keep it fun and keep it interesting. Okay, guys? So that's it. Anything else that you could think of, Deanna?
Well, I just want to say thank you again to all of you for this hard work. I know you're tired from work. I know that I don't know how you're doing it, but it's been a lot of work. I mean, looking at that little flyer that you made, I can't believe you did that. I need to have those skills. But I think that I'm not who greatly appreciates all the hard work that y'all done. And I think that's probably one of the reasons we're going to have such a good turnout. It's done so well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely give credit to the committee because honestly, we have worked on this since last year. Back when the last one was over. In fact, myself and Chris and Terry rode together to Monroeville, and on our way back to Atlanta, we already were putting things in place. We were like, okay, call Angela up. Angela, you're on board in this. She's excited. And then Sandy jumped on board. She was excited. So right away, and we started having meetings last year. Okay. So we are very excited about this event and to see it come together and to see you all appreciate what we're doing. And we'll continue to do years ahead. This can't be the last time, right, Deanna? We have to keep it up.
Right.
Because what do you think about like a cruise or something, Deanna? How do you think about it? I mean, do you think that would be fun?
Well, I've never been on a cruise. I've traveled to tropical destinations, but not via a cruise ship. So I would be all for that.
Me too. And that's the kind of stuff we're going to talk about at the reunion, guys, because we don't want to decide. We want everyone to decide. All of you. Maybe we can. Wonderful. I think that would be awesome. And we can have fundraisers, right? To raise money and put it in the pot. So it'll help, cut down on some of the fees for everybody. Because we want to make sure that we don't miss anyone, guys. If I want you to hear my heart on this, if there's anything that the committee has done continuously is make sure that we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's to make sure that we're reaching out to everybody. Because I know I can't do it by myself and Chris can't do it by himself and Terry. We need all of you as well. So that's why we are grateful for people who have assisted in this and reached out and sent a message, say, hey, listen, because I know like with Michelle, Lasagna sent a message. She's like, oh, Michelle wants some more information. I'm like, girl, yes, what's up? Here you go, right? And she was like all in. So this is what it takes. We've always been a class that really stuck together. So,
well, I will say that I did get in touch with Jonathan Hornady. I bugged him about coming, and he said he did intend on coming. So I don't know if he's RSVP, but
he has not. If you calling you out,
you better, Jonathan. Don't make me come to Monroeville. You better
get him, because
we love.
Sorry, I ragged on you, John. Jonathan was always in my homeroom because we were all in the homeroom together because the homeroom was obviously based on your last name. So I probably bugged him a lot in high school. I think I did.
I bugged the mess out of him.
I know I did because he was too nice. And he would never just say, Ella, if you don't stop, I swear. He would never just, I wanted him to do that, but he just wouldn't do it.
I know.
But
He's just so sweet.
he was
His
too
brother's
nice. He was
sweet
just,
too.
he probably went home and had to have therapy with his parents because of me. There's a girl in my class and she's always playing with my hair or something. She's so annoying. I don't know what to say to her.
I'm sure that was not what he said.
But anyway, guys, yeah. So I ratted you out, Jonathan. I told her that you told me you were going to RSVP, but I ratted you out. It just counted to love, brother. Counted to love. But anyway,
That's
guys, that's what we wanted to do tonight, was just take this time on the Ella Johnson Show to bring you more and more updates. Let me show you guys the itinerary again. This is what it looks like. You will get this in your email. So check out your email tonight or tomorrow. And then I want you guys to go to the website. It will also be there as well, because we want to make sure that you have our phone numbers. As you can see there, you have my phone number, Fifi's phone number, Terry and Chris's phone number on this itinerary. So when you make it to Monroeville and you're just kind of not sure, or you're just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? You have our numbers there. So you'll be able to text and we can stay in touch. So that's very important that we stay in touch with each other that weekend to make sure that everybody knows exactly what's going on.
Hey, what kind of music are we going to have at the ball, at the big thing?
It's going to be mixed.
Okay.
Mixed music. Yeah. Skinny, he knows that we have a diverse group of people. So we want to make sure that we have music for everyone. That's what it is. Because let me tell you,
so
do you remember the song? Let me see how well you are with music. Do you remember what was Queen's song that they were good for?
We Will Rock You.
Another One Bites the Dust.
Oh, Another One Bites the Dust. Yeah.
That one.
I can't remember.
Did they sing We Will Rock You? Did they sing that one?
Didn't they do that one?
I don't know.
We will.
I don't know, but you got me wondering.
Yeah.
That was Queen.
I think
See,
so.
I know all kinds of music.
I don't know.
Because guys, when we were in school, there was no separation of music for us. We enjoy all kinds of music, and that's what we're gonna do that night as well. We want to make sure we do that so that we can, because I'm ready to dance. I know I put a challenge to Scott. I was like, Scott, what's up?
Scott needs to. You said he had some unfinished business on the dance.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
But I was tripping, because listen, I'm just being real. But no, I'm just excited to see everybody smile, because one of the things that we're going to also do that night is we're going to have like we want to remember those that have passed as well, because even though they're not here, they're here with us in spirit, and we just want to make mention of them as well that night. So none of us know what's going to become of this next year. So we need to embrace the time that we have now and love on each other. Forget about all the politics. Forget about all the stuff that's going on around us right now in the world. And let's come together and celebrate 36 years of our graduation. All right?
There's no telling. Like, we have all been through so much in 36 years. I just wonder, like, are we just completely different people, or do we still have that little teenager inside of us?
I'm going to be honest. I never lost that girl.
Right.
I wanted to keep her. I wanted to keep her because she is, we all have a foundation. We all had those values that we had in high school. And for the most part, people don't abandon those values. They hold on to them because it makes you who you are today. It's how you thrive in the business world. Those good Southern values that we had. And I don't ever want to lose it. I don't care where I end up, because of course the Ella Johnson Show is going to be a thing one day. I'm just saying.
It is.
Right, Deanna? Because we're going to, y'all, okay, can we tell them? Can we talk a little bit about what we might be working on? No, not yet.
Not yet.
Later. Mm-hmm. See, later. I have to have people to reel me back in. I do, because I talk too much. But anyway, guys. Yeah. But because I want to encourage people before we get out of here, guys, and we are getting ready to get out of here for real. But I want to encourage you, if you're still holding on to a dream that you think that it's too late or we're too old or whatever, let me give you guys a little tidbit. I just graduated from college. Okay. Let that sink in. Yeah. So it's never too late.
Never.
It's never too late.
Mm-mm.
So I just want to encourage, because that's also what this weekend is about. Let's network. Let's see exactly, okay, you may have a business that I may need, and I may be doing something that you may need. Let's network together. So if you have like business cards or stuff like that, bring it. Bring it. Whatever memories that you have from back in high school, bring it. Share it with us. If you have a story to tell, share it. You know, we want to catch up. And we got 3 days to do it, guys. Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday.
I just don't ever think it's a bad thing to see old friends and to, like you said, network. I don't see how that could ever have a negative turnout, you know, especially with a class that was so good and friendly with each other and cohesive.
Yeah.
I just can't see why there would be, what would be the negative of coming. That's how I feel about it. But it sounds like we're going to have a big crowd. I hope that we can all have time to even talk to each other. It's going to be almost 100 people probably. So
yeah. And that was our goal. Our goal was to have 100 people in that ballroom that night. And we're very close. So if you're out there and you know that you would like to be a part of this, please don't just sit there and don't say anything. Don't let anything stop you. If it's money an issue, don't be embarrassed by that. I mean, just be honest with us and let us know exactly what your need is, and let's work together to try to meet that need so that you can be at the reunion. If you can only come for one day, that's fine. If you can come all 3, but I do need to do something though, guys, and you'll just look for me, because I need to know who will attend all 3 events, what days you're coming. Because, for example, when we tell Ms. Dean that she, you know, when she agreed to breakfast, the one thing she wants to know is how many people are we expecting?
of course.
So yeah. So I'm going to send something out so that you guys will know. It's going to be a link to the website. Just a very few questions, because we need to be able to keep tab of that. All right. Because we want to make sure that we have enough food, and we don't want to wait. We don't want to cook too much food. Right. So we don't want to have to guess. If you know that you're going to be there that Saturday and Friday morning for breakfast, we need to know that. All right. All right, guys. Well, all hearts and minds are satisfied. You know, that's what they say in church, right? All hearts and minds. Well, in your church, did they say that?
I'm an Episcopalian, so
okay, so maybe they didn't say it in all churches. Okay. But in my church, we said if all hearts and minds are satisfied. So I just wanted to come on here quick, guys. I don't want to keep you all night. We just wanted to give you some updates. Now that you know that you're going to get that itinerary, because I promised you the last time I talked to you that the next thing you would get would be an itinerary of the entire weekend. So we have that for you now, and you're going to get it tonight. All right? Well, I appreciate you all so much for tuning into the Ella Johnson Show. Thank you for tuning in for these updates. And like I said, if you have any further questions, you know where to find me. I'll be on Facebook or YouTube or somewhere. All right. Good night, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. All righty. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Ella Johnson Show. We'll see you next time.
We are supporters of the Ella Johnson Show. We live in South Korea. We have been watching Ella Johnson Show for like a year now. And we love her show. Her show is very inspirational, motivational, and educational.
If you would like to be a guest on the Ella Johnson Show, send an email to theellajohnsonshow@gmail.com or send a text message to 407-334-6997.
We love Ella Johnson Show.